similar capacity. In situations with little or no wind, firefighters might be able to contain vapors by setting up the fog lines in a 360-degree circle around the release. Caution should be used not to place the fog nozzles too close to the point of release. This can distort the vapor cloud. Once the release has been controlled, continue cleansing the air downwind with the water fog to ensure all residual vapors have been absorbed. Emergency personnel responding to a transportation accident involving anhydrous ammonia tanks are facing a much more complex situation, especially if the tank or valves have been damaged. Even in accidents where NH3 is not initially released, emergency responders face the danger of a delayed failure of the tank. As the ambient temperature increases, so does the pressure inside, possibly causing a weakened point within the tank to fail. This danger increases if the tank is overturned. The pressure relief valve may not function properly. Always have a qualified individual inspect any tank involved in an accident, even if no product was released. Determine what procedures need to be implemented to prevent additional problems. A loaded anhydrous ammonia tank that has sustained damage should be depressurized as soon as possible. The preferred method is to have trained personnel pump the contents into another tank. If this is not possible, properly trained emergency responders can release the NH3 into a tank of water. The water will absorb the anhydrous ammonia. The contaminated water must then be disposed of in accordance with state and federal regulations. If no other option is available, state authorities in conjunction with industry experts might instruct emergency responders to release ammonia directly into the atmosphere. The remaining contents of the tank should be transferred to another tank as soon as possible. If a victim is involved in an anhydrous ammonia incident, first attempt to determine if he or she is alive. Using the same hose handling procedures for defensive operations, approach the victim. Position the water curtain between the source of the release and the victim. Use a backboard or have the crew leader grab the clothing, trying to keep the spine straight as possible. Move the individual to a safe area out of the vapors where medical care can be given. After any incident involving exposure to NH3, decontaminate all emergency responders by flushing with water. This will dilute and remove residual anhydrous ammonia. NH3 is a useful and necessary chemical in refrigerating, modern manufacturing and farming, and it can be handled safely by using proper procedures. However, when an emergency situation involving anhydrous ammonia develops, local emergency responders will most likely be the first call. Therefore, it is imperative these responders spend some time to become familiar with both the anhydrous ammonia facilities in their response area, as well as vehicles that transport ammonia. The anhydrous ammonia facility manager, fire departments, and LEPCs need to work together to develop emergency response plans. Pre-planning and training can mean the difference between a catastrophe or a safe and successful conclusion to an emergency incident involving anhydrous ammonia.
The procedures that you have just seen have been used to safely and successfully control outdoor anhydrous ammonia releases. Let me stress again that they should only be used in incidents where human life is at risk and with properly trained emergency responders. Before attempting to use these tactics, please contact your local emergency planning committee and appropriate state officials for assistance. Thank you and good luck.